All right, so let's bring in CBS News political director Fin Gómez, because while all of this was playing out, we also had the next chapter of American governmental leadership playing out as well. President-elect Donald Trump speaking in a wide-ranging news conference from Mar-a-Lago, and it is a contrast in approaches. Is it not a much different leader coming into the White House than the one the nation pays tribute today in Jimmy Carter?
Yeah, I think many would agree with that. And also, speaking about Jimmy Carter, former President Carter, the president-elect did refer to him a few times during this, as you said, very wide-ranging press conference. He referred to him and was critical of his policy in, quote, giving away the Panama Canal Zone during his tenure, and said it was part of his terrible legacy. Saying this because of course, he has discussed about taking the Panama Canal Zone back in being under U.S. control. He was critical of Chinese interference in the zone. He's saying that he essentially operated anyway, and was very critical of Panama overall and how they treat the U.S. Within that zone, Reed. And also, I always thought it was notable that he also talked about changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. A very wide-ranging press conference indeed.
One of the headlines that came out of that news conference that I thought was very telling is when one of our peers was able to ask him about the return of the hostages that were taken by Hamas on October 7th. He was asked, are you awaiting Inauguration Day for those hostages to be released, or would you like them to be released before? And something he said is, if they are not released before Inauguration Day in the next 2 weeks, all hell will break loose in the Middle East. How did you read that, Fin?
Yeah, and it's reiterating what he's essentially said before, but more pronounced, with only 13 days until he is sworn in as the next president of the United States. But he also had Steve Witkoff, who he has named as Middle East envoy, and his emissary, who had just returned from the Middle East, and said in describing the negotiations about the hostages, said that Witkoff said that he had hoped that there would be some news to announce on Inauguration Day. And the president-elect also said, he didn't mean to interfere with the negotiations, but said emphatically that all hell would break loose if these hostages were not released from Hamas. So very strong, emphatic words there. And also, with just less than 2 weeks until this new administration, a reminder of the incoming, more robust foreign policy, more aggressive foreign policy that Donald Trump has.
Gómez, CBS News political director, always great to talk to you. I know that between now and the dinnertime headlines, we'll have an opportunity, our entire political team, to go through all of the many headlines that were produced out of what the president-elect had to say from Mar-a-Lago. Thank you for getting the conversation started today on CBS News 24/7.